If you're on a manifesting journey, stop doing shadow work. I know this is going to be so unpopular, but hear me out. Shadow work is a trap for overthinkers. And this is coming from someone who has been on her healing journey. I'm past my healing journey. I graduated from that. And here's why. Me being an overthinker, very type A, I was fixated in the shadow work portion of my life. It is 2025. I started my shadow work journey right around 2016, 17. That's a decade. It seemed like no matter what I did, I was always going back to something that needed healed or something new popped up from my past. So much so, I wasted valuable time analyzing something that would never change. In fact, I'm about to teach you something about the past too. I may save that for another video. I don't know. But more importantly, I wasted so much time healing from the past and trying to uncover my past that I think I could be leaps and bounds ahead in my life if I had learned this 10 years ago. So if you are an overthinker, if you are a ruminator, if you're one of those people where something happens and you will think about it forever or it takes you months to get it off your brain, this is going to help you go from healing to being. This is the trap here, and a lot of these coaches and mentors feed off of you being in the healing mode or in the shadow work version of your life because that gives them something to point out for you to keep working on and keep extending the contracts and the dependency. As a spiritual person, as a coach, and as a mentor, I'm never going to say that shadow work is not needed. I'm going to tell you when it's good to use shadow work here at the end. But I want you, Queen, I feel like I'm like grabbing your cheeks now. I want you to free yourself. Your past, look, this thing here, this is in the present right now. I want you to touch your past. I'll wait. I bet you cannot touch your past, right? When doing shadow work, the interesting things about our mind, which is why how we program our mind matters, even though we can't touch our past, if we continue to bring the past into the present with us, it feels just as real. Our bodies don't know that it's not real. So you're re-triggering your trauma. You're bringing that vibration that we are leaving that really doesn't exist. Does the past really exist? If you didn't think about it, would it exist? So with that being said, here are some times shadow work is good. I love shadow work when it comes to doing full moon reflections. If something is coming up in your life consistently, that is a good shadow work time. Do the shadow work and be done with it. Do not keep going back to this past because you will be stuck there. If you're stuck in the past, that means you're not in the present. You're not going to manifest what you desire. You're not going even to enjoy the life that you've been blessed with because you're like, I have to heal my past. I have to heal my shadow work. If you're at the beginning of your healing journey, great, do the shadow work. But give yourself a time limit on how much you're in the shadow work, because when I tell you I have manifested leaps and bounds, there's this wonderful channel on YouTube. I feel like I'm like, am I yapping? Wonderful channel on YouTube, Olivia Grace, the Master Manifestors. She has trajected me into one of the best lives I've ever had, and I'm still manifesting things out of thin air just because of her. We can completely leave the past out, and I'm going to save that for another video because time is almost up for this video. But just know, Queen, shadow work is a trap if you're an overthinker. And if you're wondering why you've been on your healing journey for so long and why maybe things don't manifest, you might be stuck in the shadow work portion of your journey that you don't need to be in. And this is your permission to let it go. If you've done shadow work, be done with it. If you want to make sure you're maintaining your shadow work, check the transits for the full moons. Do it and then live your best life in between them. I love you. Save this, share this with a friend, and follow me for more manifestation tips the easy, fun, divine way.